All right, what's going on? Y'all want to hear a funny story? So I'm over here at Circle K. I don't know if y'all got Circle K where y'all live. I think that's it mainly here in Nevada where I live, California. There may be some up in Utah. I think New Mexico and Texas. So it's mainly a thing out in the Southwest. So I'm in this Circle K. I was getting something to drink here, get my car washed and all that. So there was a lady that walked in here and she had like I don't know 3 kids and she was on the phone and had one of them and I don't think that it was anything that was fake because she told me it was real and like she had one of them booties right where it was like two Escalades type they parked two together and she walked in the store there might have been about 7 8 people. I mean really you couldn't really help but to notice it, right? So I don't know, her and her daughters and all that, they were putting the ice in the big, those big cups and all that. All right, to take them with her, to take them with them. So I had to wait. I said, hey, I guess y'all gonna be a minute. It took them about 5 minutes to do all that. Then I went to get me something to drink. They were she was putting tops on the drink. I said, let me ask something. You get harassed all the time? I didn't get into detail, but she looked at me. He's like, yeah, I do. And she said, I wish my mommy didn't give it to me. I said, well, consider it a blessing, but hey, you chose it for a reason. I said, hey, sometimes it's a hassle if you got it. And she chuckled at me and walked out the store. But anyway, I mean, yeah, that was one of them type that you could put, I don't know, like wine glasses and bottles on top of, and it's still standing there. We call it back in the day the club booty. Yeah. So anyway, let me not get too graphic about that. That's just being a little bit clean. Maybe she came back for seconds in the assembly line when she was being put together, to be born. But I was delighted when I heard a couple of things about we've had three black quarterbacks that were drafted. I'm not sure what order. I think it was Houston, uh, Indianapolis, and another team. They got three brothers for quarterback, three consecutive, 1, 2, and 3. I know C.J. Stroud was one of them because that was the guy that I heard of the most. And there was another one, I think it was Anthony Richardson from Alabama. He went to another team. It was either Houston or Indianapolis. So, and there was another guy from Florida. He looked good at the combine. And then I don't know where he went to. So I'm not sure, but I do know, that the NFL drafted three quarterbacks, which I've never seen before in my life. You know, so this has really been, I think that's it's been a blessing for young so-called black men to make quarterback. Okay, because I think at one time that many brothers that tried to play quarterback, they were known as not being smart enough and, not being able to, because if you're a quarterback, usually that's like the ultimate key position on the team other than the coaching. Maybe when I was coming up, maybe that just started to happen, I think become more profound in my day. There was a couple before that, all right? Back home, for example, when I was senior in high school, he was Eric Hunter from Hampton, Virginia. All right, and he was deemed probably the best quarterback ever come out of Hampton. So it's arguably between him and Ronald Curry that came out of Hampton High School. Also, Allen Iverson played quarterback, believe it or not, for Bethel. I remember when he played and won the state championship, but he went on to say, look, you know, it was more beneficial for me to play basketball. Yep. But you could see Eric Hunter was 6'5", about 220, and he could do everything like Cam Newton could do. Okay? So that's great. While I'm on here also too, got you on camera, Antonio Brown. I like to talk about this guy all the time though, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's about him. Maybe he reminds me a lot of me. You know, he's a special character. He's different. Charismatic. But I think he has to be able to tone that down and get it under control. When he sets his mind to it, the guy's an outstanding athlete and a quarterback. Wide receiver. I made a video about him maybe, 5 days ago. And now, well, he wants to unretire and try to play football again. Now, I saw an article that the talk was he was interested in going to the Baltimore Ravens. As you know, Lamar Jackson finally was able to get the contract that he sought for. $260 million for 5 years. Wow, that is a lot of money. So that's well over $50 million a year. You know, if, let's see here, the other guy, Jalen Hurts, also got a $255 million extension, as well as the guy, Deshaun Watson. Now, if this keeps going on, what's going to happen is it's going to be a problem because they're not going to be able to afford these teams, that is, are not going to be able to afford to pay the rest of these players. Okay? There should be some money to go around to pay the rest of the players. Especially guys on defense or wide receivers or, you know, maybe a running back that can punch it in the end zone with 2 yards left, that kind of thing. But back to Antonio Brown. He just got a little bit of trouble with some child support. And I'm hoping that he's going to get his life together. And if he's able to get a chance to play next year, you know, I don't think he can keep doing these things that he's doing or stay in the news like he's staying. He may get 1, maybe 2 years in the NFL, and that's it. And I'm hoping that he's going to make the best of it and then go out the way he wants to go out. Okay, let's see what happens because he's not on the team yet, but I do know himself and Lamar Jackson's been communicating a lot. And if they're able to do that and then able to get Odell Beckham, ooh, man, that is going to be a nasty squad right there. And Lamar Jackson's going to need some help because he's not going to be able to, you know what I'm saying? He puts himself more and more liability as a running quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So he could use that type of help. Those are 2 1,000-yard guys. Okay? So let me know what you think about the video there between all this, all right, that maybe some brothers are starting to get their blessings, you know, starting to maybe to manifest, okay? Lamar Jackson, the highest paid, and the second highest paid player is Jalen Hurts in the NFL. Just a little bit of good news there, all right? I want to make out some other good news about another young brother, okay, that end up getting all these scholarships. Okay, so stay tuned for that video. All right, peace.